Hi everyone, it's Melissa here from Markham Pelvic Health, and I am pleased to introduce you to Alana Sham. Alana is our new psychotherapist at the clinic, and we are so excited to have her join us, and I'm really excited for you guys to get to meet her, for you to get to know her a little bit more, and see if you're interested in psychotherapy, to see if it's the right fit for you. Hi Alana, thanks for joining me.
Hi, Melissa. So happy to be here. I'm so excited to start with you guys.
Awesome. We're really glad to have you. So tell us a little bit more about you and kind of what is psychotherapy and why did you decide to become a psychotherapist?
All right. So, fun fact, that was actually not my initial intention. I honestly thought I was going to be a teacher. I worked with kids for so many years. My background is actually working with kids in like a cooking school, in an elementary school, in a tutoring center, in actually an autism center. And then it wasn't until between that working the autism center and working the tutoring center, I just got to meet all these amazing kids and just finding out that, you know what, a lot of times it's really not the kids' issues. It's like it seems to be issues happening at home. And so my interest kind of delved into more of the family approach. However, because of my background, just, being an undergrad student, can really go too far with that. So I decided to pursue a master's because I thought family therapy is a thing for me. So that's kind of how my interest with therapy started. I've worked now, actually, I worked from working with children and family, and I've actually divulged more into young teenagers, young adults, adolescents, individuals, and that kind of brought me here because I realized that I really like to learn more about sex therapy because that's just an area that, well, gave me so much intrigue, and I continued working with like the whole idea of young adults. And so yeah, I was so happy to find that Markham Public Health was interested in a psychotherapist, so I applied immediately.
Awesome. That's really interesting to hear because often when we see clients from a physiotherapy side of things, people will often describe things that have happened in, say, their childhood or their adolescence, and they may be an adult now. So I think having some of that experience could be really helpful as well. Do you find that in your practice?
Yes, I do, especially since that is actually more so my background. I come from an attachment focused approach, which actually does involve learning more about, the client's history, their childhood, the environment, their family, their friends, their upbringing, really, and kind of how it shapes them to be who they are today.
Awesome. So if you had to describe your approach to treatment, if I was someone coming off of the street or coming even from the clinic, maybe someone who's experiencing pelvic pain or sexual pain, sexual dysfunction, maybe anxiety related to a prolapse or incontinence that I'm experiencing, what can they expect or what would your approach to treatment be for them?
Honestly, I believe in meeting the client where they're at. So it's about building that trust. It's about building that the understanding of, for me personally, where they're coming from, what their experience has been. Honestly, one of my favorite questions to ask is, have you seen a therapist in the past? What was that like for you? What can you expect, working here? What are you looking for? And again, yeah, just knowing where they're coming from, understanding their anxiety, any kind of pelvic pain that they're coming in with, how they've managed in the past, what they're currently doing, and really coming up with other strategies that would fit where they're at. Because I don't believe in pushing too much or giving out homework per se if they're not either ready for it, if they're not interested in it. So it's really all about finding out where they're currently feeling, what they're thinking about, and yeah, trying to engage in such a way where we can go at it one step at a time, because I believe in baby steps. Taking it slowly, we'll get to where we need to go. It's just it depends on where the person is currently feeling or where they're at.
Awesome. Can you give me a little bit more of an idea of what it would be like to work with you? Like what would I expect as a client coming in?
um well, honestly, I would hope that people would see that I'm usually just easygoing, that I'm really relaxed. I hope that they feel comfortable working with me, just because I truly believe in building that relationship with my clients, making sure that they're comfortable. And if that oh gosh, if there's anything that I'm saying or that I'm doing, or even my approach, if it makes them uncomfortable, I really do hope that they'd be open enough to let me know, just because having that therapeutic relationship, having that trust built, I find that that's kind of how we would see the most positive changes moving forward. So basically, that's kind of, well, yeah, when it comes to working with me, I tend to be very, very open. I like to tell people, well, at least I try to be as open as I can be in a professional manner, depending on
Yes.
how the relationship goes. But yeah, so yeah, just being comfortable, being, what was that word? Sorry. As you can see, interviews like this makes me a little scatterbrained. So just putting that out there. But yeah, so being trusting, being comfortable, and yeah, just being open to where we can possibly go, really.
Awesome. And I have to say that I've never actually met you in person. We've met, online because of COVID a number of times. And even though I haven't met you in person myself, I can tell you that, I feel really comfortable even just chatting with you. I can feel that warmth even through the computer. So I'm hoping that, all your clients are going to be able to feel that as well, and that they feel safe, because even myself just chatting with you, I feel comfortable and I feel safe. So that's one of the big things that we really value at the clinic. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you so much, Melissa. I appreciate your words. That's just very comforting knowing, because as you notice, kind of all over the place right now.
Yes. Anything else about you or about your practice that you would want any clients to know about while they're making a decision whether or not they think it's a right fit?
I guess I can let you know how my focus is more so working with individuals, especially with anxiety, with depression. I like to help individuals build um, uh, improve relationships, I guess, because I find that a lot of times it's all about communication. And even though we are communicating, you hear people telling, I am communicating with them, they're not really listening. Well, you know what, it goes both ways. So it's kind of understanding where your communication style is, the other person's communication style is, whether it be your partner, your family, your friend. I love to focus on that as well. So that's some of the main things I work with, like aside from the sexual therapy piece.
Amazing. And I think communication is something that we could all probably be better at as well. So that's awesome to hear. Thank you so much, Alana. I'm really glad that some of our potential clients are able to kind of meet you virtually a little bit. If people are interested in chatting with you even before they decide to come in for a visit, are you open to doing like a free consult with them, a 15-minute phone chat?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That is actually part of my approach, because, well, I'm not going to actually schedule a session in with people until we actually get to have a little a consultation. So yeah, up to like 15 minutes, just kind of getting to know who you are and answering any questions you might have for me or about the whole therapeutic approach. I think that's very, very important. So yes.
Awesome. Thank you so much. If you are looking for Alana, she is at the clinic. Feel free to email us or give us a call, and we are happy to get you booked in with her. Thanks so much, and have a great night then.